Join us on BCCTV for a new series titled Community Circles.
It's diversity, resilience, and the spirit of community.
You know, who has inspired you and why their story is important.
Perseverance is supposed to be sitting in the bus and have a white person.
I think that you should say that because I'm thinking of Marcus Mosiah Garvey.
Welcome to Community Circle. Hello viewers, how are you all doing today? My name is Ukela Prince and I'm thrilled to welcome you all. Now today is a very unique day and like I will always say, it's a special day and special things are happening in our lives. So I will be having a discussion on the Black History Month. Wow. And you know, I'll be having series of guests that will be coming here to talk about the Black History Month between now and February. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have someone that is, you know, a renowned educator, a renowned, in fact, a professor, someone we call. Let me not go too fast. Let me not go too fast. You know, she is a lecturer at the University of Guyana in the United States. As urban and regional development planning. That's interesting. In urban and regional development planning. She's trained in law, certified. She writes the law. And there's something about her that I must also read to you. You know, that when you hear this name, you must look for this. She's empowered to nurture. She inspires, motivates, and transforms. Ladies and gentlemen, I have here with me Dr. Marlyn Murray.
Flatter me, you know that.
How are you, Doc?
I am feeling so amazingly well.
You know, Doc, you know,
Yes.
we've, behind the camera,
Yes.
you and I, most times,
Yes.
we've talked about this. And today, I want you to tell my viewer, how old are you, Doc?
Oh, only 25.
You see what I'm
I
saying?
thought you know that
You see what
already.
I'm saying?
Of
Last
course.
year, you were 25.
Yes, and the year before.
Before, you were 25.
And the next year to come.
Yeah. Oh my goodness,
This is so amazing,
Doc, thank you for being here with me today.
And I can what else?
Interesting, Doc is she's just lovely to be around because she keeps you engaged all through. Oh my.
Thank you so much.
Goodness me. She lectures everywhere, lectures in the kitchen, lectures you. I'm telling you, wherever you find Doc, you just get ready for the lecture.
Yes. We have to share knowledge all the time. All right? And knowledge should be shared. You don't have to go and pay for it in a school. If you have people who have the knowledge in them, they need to share that to others. And sharing knowledge show love for others.
Interesting.
You understand? That's how I see. That's my
Doc
philosophy.
has it in essence. So, she just dishes it out, free of charge. Come on, just take it, man. Oh my goodness me. Okay, so Doc.
Yes.
So now, as we celebrate Black History Month, what do you believe is the most significant challenge, facing the Black community today? And how can we work together to address it?
That's a very powerful question because, we've been asking this. And right now, we need to come together in unity. Right now, when I see organizations out there, everybody is having their own little silos. And that cannot be because we need to stand strong, elevate, celebrate, and build the legacy of value of our culture. And we have to make sure that we stand out together in unity, that our children will see that as tomorrow's leaders and tomorrow's parents and trainers, okay? So we really, really, truly must ensure that we are united in purpose to build our people in their culture. And we have to start by educating our children. They need to know who they are, all right?
Interesting.
Within a multicultural society as well.
Yeah.
Okay?
But there are some Blacks that even feel, and they have said it, that they don't believe in the Black History Month. What's your take on that? Is there any need for that? They said every day is for Black history. So don't give us February and then declare it. They feel that it's disdain and all that. Some people have said that. So what's your opinion on that?
It's interesting. Every day is a day of the Black man. Every single day. But when we look at February, it's a day when we I like to celebrate. And what do we celebrate? We ought to be celebrating our achievement. You know, it's a time when we come together and say, this is what we have achieved. This is what we have done in building that legacy. So it is really to broadcast what we're doing. There's nothing wrong with it to celebrate it. The question is, how do you celebrate? And what do you celebrate? Are you celebrating the same name over and over every month? And the same set of people, the same group? That means we are not growing others. And we are not elevating and celebrating the youth among us, right? To understand their culture, their identity. And so we look around and see what they're doing for the year. And then we celebrate what they're doing. We must notice them, all right?
Yeah.
Or it is going to become a stalemate thing where, all right, every year is the same old story, the same old faces. We have to stop that. This is the 21st century. And we have to come together in unity to say enough is enough. All right? And we are going to do this for our people. We want them no longer to be black and invisible, but shine like the star that should be. And that is what Black History Month should really be about. And you know I'm getting passionate about it.
You're getting passionate.
All right?
Now, Doc, you know, looking at your works, you know, at least I've been able to see one or two things, you know, and a few articles you have written. And by the way, we'll be talking on something later, a fresh article you just wrote on Donald Trump. So that would be so
That would be for next story, right?
So now, how do you think your research intersects with the broader themes of Black History Month? And what insights can it offer us?
It's a very interesting question because, you know, we are not static in society. And by the way, we are living in what is called the fourth industrial revolution. The first one went out already when they were building big factories and all that kind of thing and all that. We are now in the 21st century. And therefore, there are new paradigms to educate us. There's new knowledge being transferred, new knowledge being researched into, right? And therefore, we have to be mindful of that to make sure that our education development sectors, all right, look into that to see what are we teaching our children. Our alpha generation, which is a young one, the Gen Zers. These are people who have in the palm of their hand the technology with a smartphone, for example.
Yeah.
And I always say this smartphone becoming the alternative parents too, you know.
Alternative parents?
Yes, alternative parents, you know, because they are learning everything from this. They go around the world with it.
That's right.
All right. And sometimes parents don't even know how to do it, you know. So we have to look at a new education system, a new partnership, right? It cannot be as usual anymore. And we have to look around at our children and see what is it that they have come into the world with their gift, passion, and talent. Not every child should be this. Every child is the same. No, not at all. So we have a huge task ahead to make sure that we as parents, teachers, community builders, educators, you know, make sure that we are together in what we want to make sure we teach our children to gather the new knowledge to live successfully and resiliently in this 21st century. Are we doing that? Not really. Some of us are beginning to do it. So we need to broadcast that and have that advocacy and education, not only of our teachers and so, but our politicians as well. Those people who go on the stage to say they're representing us. What do they know? Do they know what we want? Are they doing research to say, yes, we want this for our people? This is what it's all about.
You know, as looking at it, and the fact that in the next couple of days we'll be, you know, marking another Black History Month.
Yes.
You know, I would love to ask, if you don't mind. So, who is a lesser known Black historical figure that you think deserves more attention, and why are they important to you?
It's interesting that you should say that, because I'm thinking of Marcus Mosiah Garvey right now, who has been very instrumental and strong in putting forward, you know, the universal UNIA. You must have heard of the UNIA.
Yes,
all right?
Negro Improvement
That's
Association.
right. And we need to celebrate him. He is an international hero as far as I'm concerned. And we are not teaching him in schools. All right. And interestingly about him, he said we need to grow our own wealth, our own businesses to be able to be strong and powerful. The people who are wealthy in terms of their enterprise development, these are the people that command respect. All right. But look around us, at us as Afrocentric people. We hardly have big businesses. All right. And other people are flourishing. This is where we need to start in economic development, right? Getting our people understand that they need to grow business, right? To be independent, and also independence give political equity, political knowledge and strength, all right?
That's right.
So that we are not laying behind and staying at the back because we're black. There's a little saying now that if you're white, you're all right. If you're brown, stay around. And if you're black, stay back. That is nonsense. We are not black and invisible. And we can stand out, stand firm, and make sure that we build businesses.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know, the fire is here.
The fire started.
Please, we are going on a break. We'll be right back. See you soon, man.
This is Community Circle.
They say every heroine don't wait to be served. She writes her own story. Every woman has a story of strength, courage, love, and ambition. They rise above challenges, break through careers, and inspire us all.
Join heroines Blessing Ajayi, Adechishola Otiba, Emma Answer, Kim Ambrose, and Mokesh Burke as they take you on a journey through the fascinating world of women, with stories that touch your heart, challenge your mind, and uplift your spirit.
Accomplishing, if I'm in any sort of pain about anything, they're there for me. And to me, that is the embodiment of sisterhood,
and which is what we bring to the table. If we were all the same, then it would not have the power that it needs to have. But if you're unique and you're bringing different skill sets, that is how we build each other up. That is how we help each other, empower each other.
So sisterhood is really celebrating each other's successes. Successes.
Talk to them about their problems, their challenges, and that's how I started building my network.
And you know, like we all said, every woman has a heroine within her. Until you display
the Heroine Show. Showing on the Black Community Canada TV on YouTube and other BCCTV platforms. Join the conversation on socials and lend your voice, because every woman is a heroine.
This is Community Circle.
Welcome back. And it was so hot, so I decided to go and take some, you know, just to chill a little bit, because anytime you're with Dr. Marlyn Morris, then you get ready for fire for fire. Doc the dog. Oh, my goodness me. Doc, I celebrate you. All right, now, I want you to talk to me, Doc. You know,
Okay.
so, how can Canadians
Yes.
better acknowledge and confront the legacy of anti-Black racism and systemic inequality in our country? What role can education play in this process?
It's a very good question, because, you know, we have policies that say, you know, we want to attack this, anti-racism, you know, systemic issues of vulnerabilities. And there's a lot of talk, and there's also political intention and statements. But we want that to be translated into real action strategies, okay? So it doesn't remain at that level. And some of us are trying to incorporate this, but we need more force in it. We need it to be included in the education system as part of the training paradigm. You know, we need to do that. And it's not only going to be at that level, but also at community-based level as well, where we have community-based charities and organizations, NGOs and so on, that can take that on to educate our people, right? But they need funding to do that as well. So in order to do that, it has to be a system where our governments will say, this is going to be allocated to do that, to educate our Afrocentric people, and within a multicultural society as well, because we have to all live together.
Yeah.
But those people that are left behind need to be brought to the fore, and that is the Black people that we are. And therefore, we must be direct to identify clear strategies, right, with funding opportunity, so that we can get the work done. All right. You know, some time ago, you know, I'm still part of an organization, Ontario National Alliance of Black School Educators. And we have done a lot of research. And we realized that in the research, our Black children, especially the boys, are called schizophrenic. They're this at school, and you know, this sort of thing. We have to stop labeling these children and really now start to look at how we can integrate for purpose. All right, so that they feel special, wanted, and acknowledged that they do have strength as well. Right? So we have to start looking at how we change the paradigm and commit to it, not only in talk level, but action.
How do we balance this challenge in quotes? Most of the Black parents are living in fear because they feel that they are losing their children. Most of them have, you know, come up with several complaints where a Black child is, you know, forcing the parent to leave the home.
Yes.
Calling the police for the parent. Most Black parents feel pain because family values they are not able to actually instill in their kids anymore. Kids are becoming the parents at home.
Yes.
What do you think about that? Is that a concern? Is there a reality?
It is a reality. And I must start on this. You know, we live in a multicultural society.
Yes.
And our Black children are seeing how the brown people are treating their children because of their heritage as well. All right. And then they are there. Their parents need to understand them. They are in a school system where they're not preferred in a general system, because if you're Black, you stay back. So what we want to do now is to educate our parents of how to raise their children in a multicultural society. And it takes a partnership approach. All right. And they have to be prepared to speak with the teachers in the school, have special organization of parents that will come together as stakeholder groups and say, you know, this is what we would like to see for our parents. But you cannot remain silent, because if you remain silent and see what's going on, it means that you are comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Okay? So it's important that parents to come together, indicate the problems, the issues, the concern, and come to a common conclusion as to what they need to do and how to engage the policy makers. All right? And some people are doing that. Some churches and organization of teachers, the Catholic school and that sort of thing, because I did some work with the Catholic schools, how they look at how do we educate our children who are coming into the classroom from multicultural heritage, you know, and so that no child is left behind. So we have to have strong systems like that, supported by funding. And it's not only the formal school system that will do that. You have to be able to do that with a community-based organization as well. And they should be funded and acknowledged, because it takes many people to raise, you know, the African saying is, it takes a village to raise a child. And I always say, yes, that is true. But know who are the members of your village to engage to raise a child. Okay? So we have to begin at that. How do we educate our parents? What is it that they need to know? How they need to encourage their children, nurture and socialize them, because they have to have the knowledge too. All right. So it takes everybody to come together to make sure that we are doing the right thing. you know.
Doc,
And it takes a lot more time,
now,
than, you know.
Looking forward,
Mhm.
what message or call to action would you like to share with our audience? And just as we celebrate the Black History Month in a couple of days ahead, now looking forward to a more equitable future.
I love that question.
Thank you.
You know, because this is the future. This is the 21st century. Things are changing rapidly. All right. And I would love to see all our African grouping or Afrocentric grouping within the diaspora too, coming together, not operating as silos in their little organization, but have an umbrella sort of organization where we come together and speak with one common purpose, unity of purpose, all right? So that we can see that change. Now, I call it collective intelligence. Collective means we're coming together because not one person has all the knowledge, all right? So when we come in as a collective partnership, we are operating at another level to say, yes, enough is enough. This is what we do have ideas too. It's not only our elective representative, and sometimes our elective representative don't even have the idea, but we vote them in because we love them. You know, yes. So we have to be very strong as to exactly the outcome we want to see and the future of peace and harmony. And we must come out of the silo mentality, come together in strategic partnership for change, collective intelligence together for change. We can still operate in our groupings, but at the end of the day, we should have a platform where our voices can be heard. And not only just heard like that, but be communicated to the policymakers for the change to happen.
Wow.
Okay? That's
Dr. Marlyn. Thank you. It's always a beautiful time hanging out with you.
Thank you.
And,
thank you.
Viewers, I just want
I hope you didn't get burned.
Oh, no. In fact, I had to put on a fireproof. So.
Oh my God, yes.
Just to make sure that I can,
you can withstand the heat, right? All right.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, so just to let you know that Dr. Marlyn Morris will be grazing our screen, often because she's coming up with a series that will be airing on the Black Community Canada TV in the next couple of weeks. So you just get ready and then stay tuned because it's going to be a bomb, man. It's going to be a bomb.
Yes, I want to hear you. I want to see you. I want to empower you.
Oh my.
You know? I am excited to talk with you. So don't forget to listen to us, okay? You promise? You promise?
All right, well, that's our show for today. Thank you for being part of this edition.
Thank you. Thank
you. Bless you. God bless you. Thank you, Doc.
Yes, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
This is Community Circle.